take care of their game.
Yeah, and a surprise change there to the starting lineup. Late change. Saw it listed. I'm looking down to the floor to see it. It is Val Nickel who takes the setting control.
Well, Val Nickel, before her injury, was one of the setters that people were fighting for, wanted to have on their team. She provides so much on the court. Her length, her size, her ability to reach tight sets, block balls. She does so many things well.
See that left ankle taped up underneath the sock. It was a pretty nasty left ankle injury a few weeks ago that took her out of action during play in week 1. Mention her size, comes in at 6'1" at the setter spot. So there you go. Will that be the difference maker for Team De La Cruz? We are underway. Right away, it's a kill from Sheridan Atkinson, who starts again at opposite for the women in purple, Team Hunter.
Sheridan Atkinson picking up where she left out. She had a big match yesterday, really brought her game. She was on it, scoring at will from everywhere on the court.
That big high ball to Betania De La Cruz looking for a touch, nothing called. And right away, we'll have a challenge for a touch.
Captain's challenge by
if you're the captain, you don't have to consult anyone.
No, she goes right over there. Doesn't have a conversation. I'm going to take this challenge. I saw it. Well, and they are fully aware of how important these points are. See if that hits the finger of Corey Crocker there.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that middle finger there.
Yeah. Corey Crocker's got to know that.
She knows it.
2 challenges per team per set.
Corey Crocker's got a poker face though. Like I bet she could sell that. Just turn around. Nope, no way.
Betania De La Cruz for sure pulled down the mask and gave her the pursed lips.
Oh, for sure she did. And she's going high hand. She's going for that hand, intentionally trying to hit off the top of the block. That huge block. That's a big old block on the other side. Yeah. Catches that right hand of Corey Crocker.
And this one will get reversed off the touch there from Corey Crocker.
after review. The point goes to Team De La Cruz.
Devaney McClarty, our R1 for this one.
Behind the cage, now serving for Team De La Cruz.
In the replay booth, we have Michelle Porter. So McCage serves, that's an overpass. Sabelden straight down.
Leanna Sabelden with the kill, point Team De La Cruz.
Molly McCage coming through with a nice serve to start it off. They know they need to bring the service pressure against Team Hunter. Force them off the net, keep them out of system as much as possible.
Up on top of the net, and that is exactly where Sheridan Atkinson wants to be.
Kill by Sheridan Atkinson.
Really nice reach by Kelly Hunter, but a nice start passing-wise by Stalzer. I like this comfortable pass, tight to the net. Look at her just kind of sidestep this thing to Sheridan Atkinson.
Deep serve, had a lot of action on it. Shayla Castro is dug. And that ball called out of bounds off the pass.
Point Team Hunter.
Ball cannot pass outside the antenna as it goes over the net.
Betania De La Cruz is like, oh, I didn't think I did that.
This is not pickleball. You cannot go around the pole.
Cannot.
Corey Crocker to the line, number 77 from Michigan. Sabelden blocked. Bastianelli, and remember, this is the highest blocking pair, number 1 and number 2 in the league in terms of blocks per set with Bastianelli and Crocker.
That's a nice move. Oh, that was, oh, Stalzer got that one.
That was.
Nice move by Bastianelli to get over there as well.
And she, along with Leah Edmond, are the 2 best blocking outside hitters. Betty off the hands and down.
Kill by Betania De La Cruz. Point Team
I think sometimes Betania De La Cruz can fool you with her body language. That she's not going fast for the ball. She's not setting up, because she has that very slow approach.
For sure, I would agree with that.
Sebelden picks up the block. We'll make sure that the touch is recognized and she gets the 12 points.
It's a nice job by Liana Sebelden. I mean, really getting over the net on that high ball that was set. Good discipline as well, not jumping with the setter.
Now Nico continues from the line. Nice touch by De La Cruz. Tight ball. Shayla.
Love that swing by Shayla Castro. Ball's a little bit tight to the net. She knows how to just find those spaces between the block.
Two-time Olympic gold medalist and mom. Has the whole family here in Dallas. Coming up from Belo Horizonte, Brazil.
Shayla Castro with the kill. Point, Team De La Cruz.
So De La Cruz now up to 6-4. Atkinson, Doug. Cassie Lickman is vacuuming up anything that comes to the back row right now. It's having two liberos, basically.
Yeah, she's all over it. I mean, she and Kristen Tupac are probably going to be fighting for some balls. But
yeah, I saw him fight for one already.
Yeah. She's just in the middle of the court reading. There's that sharp cross court that Betania De La Cruz likes so much. She just missed wide.
Tupac with the dig. Out of the back row comes Lickman. Leah Edmond with a little more force out of the middle back.
Big swing. I like that rhythm of that play by Kelly Hunter. You see Atkinson totally out of it. Doesn't have an opportunity to swing, and they set Edmond out of the back row.
You mentioned Stalzer as we came on the air here. She hit 140 in the last match. Edmond hit 160. It's both well off their season, or what's expected. Shayla Castro was well above what she had hit thus far. That went into the net and down. Shayla Castro had an outstanding match at 320. She came in hitting 170.
Yeah, she was so good. I mean, really, and what they needed to even stay in the matches to help them win that first set yesterday, but they're going to need it from everybody today.
Right on the back line, Betania De La Cruz continues to serve up aces. Tell you, Betania yesterday had a field day from the service line. She has now 11 aces on 15 errors for the entire season. Sky tip pipped up by Nickel. Betty doing it all.
That was a pretty play. Big dig by Betty De La Cruz, controlling this ball. Look at the rhythm. She's ready to swing. Sent me the ball, starts her approach, sees that blocker, just cuts that ball outside of the block.
Betania De La Cruz, one of the fun people you'll meet here. If you ever get a chance to spend time with her, do it. If you get a chance to spend time with her and Selima Rockwell, do it. Another block for Liana Sebelden.
It's so fun. I love her energy. I love her vibe. I mean, she's a happy person, and she just wants to enjoy her time here. But look at this serve. Look at the side spin on that serve. Coming from that left side of the court, she drops that thumb in. See if she does the same thing going for that half of the court.
She's hitting it almost like a lefty.
She is. Yeah.
Again, just wide. Not quite as gnarly as a terrific lefty serve would be. What's the gnarliest lefty serve you could think of?
That would be Micah Hancock.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to give her a shout out.
Hands down.
Oh,
Just broke the regular season aces record in Italian A1 play.
it's so dirty. Like, the serve is just not right.
Cassie Lickman put it right on the stripe.
She was a little early, or the set was a little high, and she did a really nice job. You see her talking right now to Val Nickel. Hey, just give me a little bit, maybe a little bit lower. Chops this ball, just roll shot. Nice play down the line. Looks like we have a challenge.
The celebration was pretty convincing from both Sheridan Atkinson and setter Kelly Hunter, who is the captain this week. First setter to hold that chair. I'll have to see if we can get a better look at it than that. I don't know that that would be overturned from that particular look. This one ought to give it to us.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Salima?
Here we go. Those touches were so good.
We haven't gotten you a sponsor yet. What do you think?
I know. We're working on it.
Welcome to Lima. You make the call.
Ready? Freeze. Ah.
The last little bit of the ball, I think, touched that line. And it will stand.
I agree with you. Too late.
Yes, after the whistle is too late.
A really smart play by Cassie Lickman. That's what she does so well. Vision of the court. She knows where to put the ball, especially when she's not in rhythm.
Nice kill from Sheridan Atkinson onto the delay. 11-8 now.
And what a nice thing for Team Hunter to have Sheridan Atkinson, who wants to get set, who's available out of the back row consistently. So when you need a point, you can go to her right now.
Lickman, nice high swing.
Really nice swing by Cassie Lickman. You see Corey Crocker up there. I mean, she's high. Her hands are a little bit spread, and she finds some room right between this block, right as Corey Crocker's finishing.
Cassie Lickman, who was unavailable for one of our weekends of play, dropped down the leaderboard, but her stock did not drop as McCage puts that away, the #1 draft pick for Team De La Cruz.
I tell you, this serve of Shayla Castro, I mean, you just watch her go all the way up to the line. I mean, she almost foot faults and drives this ball. She hits this at such a high contact point. Look at the momentum coming behind this ball here.
Oh, that one fell off the shelf. Along with your elf, if you don't place them properly.
I don't like the elf on the shelf in our house.
You don't like him?
No.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No.
14-8. Timeout called by Team Hunter.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware of COVID protocol. All staff must maintain distance. Masks must be worn at all.
All right, we have a draft every Tuesday. Let's get you a little recap of how it
Are
went.
not sufficient facial coverage.
Oh, my strategy, like last week also, is to have like balance in both sides of the court and have a team who likes to win and have fun.
Here's your guaranteed rate draft recap. And here's a look at that draft. And it took a little while to get a power at the pin. I think you got a lot of control there, but it was a different strategy that had to be employed by Bethany De La Cruz.
Well, and a lot, it was early, but a lot happened before it got to her. And so I think that was really interesting that she had to make a decision. And what am I going to choose first when you have Edmond gone and you already have, you know, some top outsides gone? She went with Molly McCage, which I thought was a smart move.
Yeah, Molly McCage continues to pay off. She hit 440 in the last match, 8 for 16, was stopped just once. And Molly McCage, she's been top shelf throughout. It wasn't just last night.
No, she's been really good. And you know, for someone that hadn't really played or competed in about 18 months, or maybe even a little bit longer, it's really impressive with how she's been playing the game.
But there, Cass Lickman hadn't competed in a long time, and There's Sibelden, who's full-time employed and right back into the same form and better than at Washington.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of players that maybe had taken a little bit of time off, and it's been really nice. They had an opportunity to train, opportunity to be here when, you know, to train together and now get their legs under them.
Betty De La Cruz has just 2 players from her draft before. She's played a lot of times with that other huge hitting pin. She's had that option. She didn't really have the same options this time. How did you see the change in her drafting strategy overall?
Well, the change occurred. Wannabe was gone, Lowe was gone. Those are your big opposites. Edmond was gone, your big outside hitter. So she had to actually change. I'm sure she had this checklist of priority. What am I going to choose? And it was like, okay, if that happens, if X, Y, and Z happens, this is what I'm going to do. This makes the most sense. So, you know, I thought the strategy made sense. And on the turn, she took Cass Lickman right after Molly McCage. So she got her ball control outside that could complement her as well.
She's working with Joe Trinzi this week, and Trinzi's had a very nice record. Now 8-2, or pardon me, 7-3 for teams captained by Joe Trinzi. It was actually Betty De La Cruz's first loss when she's been in control. She was 6-0.
That's right.
When she was the one choosing in the draft, and she was the one in charge of practices and so on. So both she and Joe have had good success, and they did in the first set last night. They probably feel like they let one get away from them.
For sure. I mean, I think you could see that. And it slowly slipped away, and Karsta Lowe really took over the match.
Shayla Castro right to the edge again. It's another overpass. And more chaos on the side wearing purple. McCage blocked. There's a rarity.
It's a rarity, but you've got a nice matchup with Leah Edmond out there as one of the top blockers in the league on the left side. She's such a good slide blocker. Gets herself in the right position, and man, that's an opportunity to cover. That wasn't a ball that was blocked straight down. They've got to get that communication so they can cover that second ball.
Aunt Brenda, sit back down on the couch. That was exciting. I know your niece just made a terrific play. Glad you're tuning in with us. Pick up the popcorn wherever it went. All right, Team Hunter. Kelly Hunter's proven herself a capable server. She was teamed up with Betania De La Cruz last weekend, going undefeated. McCage thrown back by Crocker. Look at that one, a little bit low. Noma with the dig. Nobody can quite get a good swing here. The dump will do it then.
A lot of good defense, but it was really no real good swings on the ball, but a nice hustle here by Shayla Castro. And Crocker knew it was coming, just lined up a little bit inside of her. A good hustle by Sheridan Atkinson.
Crocker gets kill off the hands of McCabe. Fans, if you want to get closer to the game, join the Unlimited Club for free and select your favorite player. Unlock special access, additional content, and more. If you want to get even closer, upgrade your membership for a whole year of behind-the-scenes access and join the players in voting for game MVPs, as well as our end-of-season awards, including the Geico Defensive Player of the Year, worth $5,000 to that player. Learn more by visiting the Unlimited Club at auprosports.com. Get yourself a paid membership. Get involved. That's not just volleyball. That'll be lacrosse coming up next. We have Mira Shane we're going to talk to during this one, and then we also will have softball coming back. Lee Edmond keeping the gold side off of the net. Atkinson will chip this one. Shayla stretches out. Oh, the set over goes for a kill. No second contact, so count it.
That's it. Well, I tell you, I like that Val Nickel, she keeps trying to get that ball to Molly McCabe. She's trying to find that connection. I mean, she said it 3 or 4 times during that rally and the rally prior. Molly still hasn't gotten that perfect swing on it, but I have a feeling they're going to find it.
That last one was a little bit low. That one is a little long from Crocker. 17-12.
And that's the right set, getting that ball to Corey Crocker, excuse me, high enough she can get on top of that thing. There it is.
Yeah, she just missed it wide, hit it off the corner of her hand. Corey Crocker's way up there when she jumps. First was a basketball player, came to the game late. She said she had sticker shock coming from youth basketball to youth volleyball.
Everything was different. What they got, what they did, how they traveled, everything was different.
Noma to the deep corner. De La Cruz thrown. Tough to tip on Atkinson. Everyone's trying to get a tip to go. Stalzer does, much to the delight of her fans in the Philippines. You like that one, Dave? He's hanging out with us here on Facebook. Hope you're enjoying coverage of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. Kevin Barnett alongside Selena Rockwell. Streaming worldwide. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Daily Motion, and YouTube. Your choice. Glad you're with us. Castro, a casual chip shot.
I like it. It's a nice set.
Maybe a loft wedge from about 35 yards.
Yeah. Just kind of slapped it. Oh, nice, easy. Knew exactly what she was doing. Saw the hands of Lindsay Stalzer and went after her.
Shayla Castro coming towards the end of her career at 37, looking forward to perhaps coaching. Perhaps interested in coming to the United States and coaching inside of what is probably the most populated volleyball environment on the planet.
Absolutely.
Collegiate volleyball. Belo Horizonte, Brazil. I think I'm getting that right after talking to her husband the other day.
I think that's right. Sounds right.
A little CH on the end. Olympic gold medalist playing for the cause and mother. As twins, a serve, no. What a save from Lichtman. Wow, that was a blast. Nickel again makes a defensive play. Castro puts it away.
What a defensive rally. Some unbelievable digs. Cass Lichtman laying out, saving that one ball. Look at that hustle, but it's the touch. She knew how to just J-stroke that hand, finish that play. And Castro high off the top and a little confusion, hesitation on the part of Lizzie Stalzer.
Yeah, I'll put 2 nominations in for defensive play of the game on that last one.
There we go.
Standing in by Val Nickel with it as well.
For sure, any of those.
Getting absolutely tattooed down the line. And Shayla misses that one. Feels like she should have had it. That was a tough angle.
That was a tough angle. We talk about this angle a lot when the off blocker comes off the net. Very difficult to dig a hard hit ball. I mean, be even ready for that. That's a nice sharp angle by Ali Bastianelli.
Lindsay Stalzer's played seasons in the Philippines, which is a short season, and then gone to Europe for a second season. She said she's done with Europe. She's not done with that shot, picks it up, but missed by Sheridan. Yeah, a lot of players get kind of worn down by that European season, and Stalzer's only there for half of it, but those who go, like Sheridan Atkinson did to Turkey for an entire year, it's a tough grind.
It's really tough. And Stalzer loved the Philippines.
Yeah, weather is good. The weather can be pretty much like Cleveland in most of Western Europe. Leah Edmond with the kill.
See, that block was a little bit early. She kind of waited for it. They're on their way down. Takes a big swing right into the belly of that block.
Edmond's second kill.
See, they're up on the way down. Hands not completely over the net.
Tupac, perfect pass. Lichtman, well done.
That was nice. Really nice set by Val Nickel. And Cass Lichtman looks like she's playing a little bit higher, has a little bit more energy than what I saw from her out of her last night.
What would this league have been like if all three Odin sisters were playing in it?
Oh my goodness.
We're a few generations of volleyball players past that moment.
We are, but I would hope that I would be setting one of the Odins in that league.
Of course, Kim Odin, co-founder of the Starlings organization, doing great things for girls between the ages of 10 and 18 in over 50 cities, as well as on several Native American reservations across the United States.
And we had the pleasure of talking with Kim Odin a couple of games ago, and it was really nice to have that conversation with her.
And a lot of these players have had interaction with the Starlings organization, so Molly McCage was one of them.
I want to say it was like 4th or 5th grade. I don't know.
I was wondering if you do anything special to prepare for your game.
I'll watch funny YouTube videos. I'll, do something just to, like, get myself in a good, relaxed mood.
Don't be afraid to like speak up and ask for help and, ask for coaching.
We have your logo, the Starlings logo, which is super cool.
Kim Odin founded that organization along with Byron Schumann back in 1996. They've done so much terrific work. And that cause has been identified by several of our athletes as a good cause to get behind in the world of volleyball. And everyone has a particular cause. And at the end of the season, the Give Lively Foundation will make a grant equal to 50% of the athlete's end of season bonus to whatever their nonprofit partner happens to be. For Corey Crocker, it is Starlings.
The mission statement for Starlings Volleyball USA is to positively impact the lives of at-risk girls through the sport of volleyball. And I wanted to be a part of this cause and just more involved with their organization because I've been able to witness firsthand the need for more inexpensive opportunities to play volleyball across the country, but especially in inner cities and rural areas of America. So on top of that, though, they are just such a unique organization. Not only are they helping give others the opportunity to play volleyball, but they're also teaching literary arts. They're doing so many things to make sure that these women are being developed into capable college grads and high school grads, and it's just so phenomenal, and I love every second of it.
We mentioned that sticker shock for Corey Crocker. She said, yeah, it was like $500 for a season of basketball. She came to volleyball. What's the average ticket price if you're going to play a season of high-level club volleyball?
That could be $5,000 to $7,000.
Right. Starlings players, $500.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, it's such a unique and important cause, opportunity, organization, because there's so many young athletes that want to play volleyball, and it is cost prohibitive. It's really difficult to come up with that kind of money. So I remember when Starlings started, it was in one city, and it just started to grow and grow. It's been so great to see how many athletes are playing.
80 clubs a year, 3,000 kids per season playing in Starlings in club volleyball. Starlings has partnered with Athletes Unlimited, and they're trying to expand support and access to this game in low-income communities. They currently have those teams in all those cities, and I've known people who are involved with my local high school in Redondo Beach who've come up through the Starlings program and then later joined clubs as their daughters improve more and more. It's been really interesting to watch and learn what Starlings was even 10 years ago.
And I think it's so important to be reminded what Corey Crocker said, and it's become so much more than that as well. So many educational programs, personal development, so much going on with the Starlings program.
And about 30% of their coaches are former players.
Yeah.
People who have been helped get back involved. Really great to see. Perfect dig. Lichtman, perfect shot.
Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day. Didn't that just happen? Like that exact thing before the timeout.
Put your little hand in mine.
What just happened?
There ain't no mountain we can't climb. Yep.
I'm glad you sang.
Ned Ryerson?
Yes.
Please don't let Ned Ryerson show up in Dallas. That one's long. That's one of those you mentioned you have to watch. All right, second set point. Team De La Cruz, again on cruise control here in the first set. But they looked that way yesterday.
They did. They were in complete control and playing with a good rhythm, and they need to maintain it, sustain this level of play.
Yeah, Team Low came back with a deuce set victory and then a dominant third set to issue the L. Nice high snap off the block. Sheridan Atkinson, well done. Third set point now. And remember, these overall points are a huge deal. You're going to lose a set probably at 24-18, but every point you get back, you're worried about that 60 for the overall at the end. The aggregate score. Hunter again. Tough serve. Oh, Lickman. We have seen her volleyball IQ throughout this first set.
It's just what she does. I mean, that's why she's so valuable. She plays every position. She does everything well, and she has such a high volleyball IQ.
25-18 in the first set. Corey Crocker's not the only one to have gotten involved with Starlings. Let's check in with our friend Key Michael.
Hi guys, good morning. I'm here with my new teammate, Erin Fairs. Hello. And she's going to explain to us what the heck we're doing in a high school this morning at, what time is it? Too early, we should be in bed.
So we're here in Dallas, Texas at a club, helping out a club today. It's called Starlings. It's for kids that don't have as many resources as others in the club volleyball world. So we're happy to help, and we're here. There's 10 of us here and ready to help these kids.
Let's go. See you on the court. How was the first group?
They were fun.
It was good.
Yeah. They're ready to learn. They were nice.
Sweet girls, yeah.
Taking everything in.
Very talented. Yeah. And I like it, they apply. We tell them apply quick. Yeah. It was awesome. The girls worked hard.
And boys.
And the boys. And boys. I didn't have the boys in my court. That's great.
Love that. Love representing guys in volleyball.
Oh yeah.
It's not just a girls' sport.
The expectations, we didn't have any really coming in, but we were, I think, all very surprised that the level was a lot higher. The kids were willing to learn, ready to work hard. I don't know, did you guys have kids coming to ask you guys questions?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're like, you know, that shows that they want to grow in the sport. So, you know, happy to help and assist in that.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Geico. (25-18) in the first set. Team De La Cruz with the victory. We now get a chance to catch up with captain of Team Hunter, Kelly Hunter. Kelly, what's your assessment of set number one?
I think there's just still some miscommunication plays, and it's not for like a lack of being aggressive, but I think there's just still that hesitation, and that's kind of all on our side, and they're playing great and putting the ball in good spots where we have to make those communication plays, and I think we just haven't been making those this set.
Kelly, have you had a chance to have a conversation with your team and talk to them about it? And what are you as captain doing to lead them?
Yeah, we just came off and we said, like, hey, it's not like they're playing great and we're playing great and we're down. We have some room for improvement and we know what we need to do, and now it's just time to do it.
Kelly, thank you. Good luck in the second.
Thanks.
This has been Navigating the Wind, presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors, helping you navigate your financial future. So look at our Geico leaderboard. Remember, it's updated live. Trying to give you the up-to-date stats. Jordan Larson, another victory with her squad, but Team De La Cruz is going to have some work to do to try and remain at number one.
Well, yeah, they're winning. Jordan Larson's team is playing together. They're gelling right now. They're doing a really nice job. So we'll see where this plays out after this match.
All right, I want to welcome in a very special woman, University of Michigan alumna, one of the best goalies in Michigan lacrosse women's history, and a longtime advocate for mental health and social justice, who has a deep passion for diversity, equity, and inclusion. There she is, Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse PEC member and athlete, Mira Shane. Hi, Mira.
What's going on? Dang, what an intro. I'm blushing out here in New Jersey.
Thanks for joining us. Hey, you're all about getting access to young athletes. What kind of roadblocks are they facing today in trying to get involved in a sport of their choice?
Yeah, definitely. So great question. Just because a lot of these athletes across the sport, we've seen a true interest in just accessibility issues and the ability to play the sport that they want to, but not really having that financial ability and access to the sport. And also it's an exposure issue as well. For us on the lacrosse side, it's going to be actually having the ability to play and find clubs out there that are offering scholarships and financial opportunity and gear and equipment. So we're trying to tackle that day in, day out. And yeah, we're on a mission.
Well, Mir, you've been working with Athletes Unlimited across all the sports, with softball now and volleyball, to strategize with these issues of access. What has that experience been like for you?
Yeah, honestly, it's been truly incredible. So we've got a racial equity working group. We meet on, it used to be a weekly basis, and now we're kind of on a 3-week basis. And I miss my homies just because we really are putting our best foot forward to try to break down these barriers for young athletes. And that starts just with offering, hey, what can we do on a professional level for you all? That's what our athletes did out here for volleyball with Starlings, and that's what we're doing on the lacrosse side and what we'll do with softball also in that season. So it's kind of about offering a hand, whether that's for social media marketing purposes, but also mentorship. How can we create long-lasting relationships that are going to stick with these kids for a lifetime?
How does the increasing visibility of female athletes in today's environment help that diversity grow?
Yeah, a lot of things. I mean, right now we only got me and Britt Brown that are our 2 BIPOC folks on the women's lacrosse professional side who are going to play for AU this summer. But I think just seeing us and creating those mentorship opportunities, having that talk with them saying, hey, I'm playing at the pro level and I look like you. I'm biracial, I'm Black, and you can do it too. That's how we're starting to break down the barriers there. And I think also just, you know, kind of talking to these kids, we're hoping to do some clinics, hoping to get on the ground, hopefully when it's COVID safe and everybody's vaccinated, and really kind of creating those long-lasting good vibes so they know that we're there with them, not just for our season, but for the seasons to come.
Mira, thanks for joining us. Look forward to seeing you out there on the field.
Let's go. Go AU.
All right, Mira Shane and Athletes Unlimited Lacrosse coming up shortly for you. Keep your eyes and ears to the ground for that one. Kevin Barnett alongside Selima Rockwell. Looking for set number 2. Look at Val Nichols' size paying off at the net, and it does with a ball hit out of bounds. There's a look at the career profile there. Michigan goalie, winningest goalie in program history up there, and she will be in action. I saw a couple shots of her in some video. Yeah, I want no part of what she does.
No, it's so impressive, and just listening to her talk, how inspiring is that? Just the mission of all of these athletes, just really having a hand in the future of the sport, the future of female athletes. So inspiring to listen to and watch.
And part of that fast-growing sport of lacrosse, both for male players across the United States, used to be exclusively an East Coast thing. Remember in my high school, they took a survey and said, what sport would you like to have added to the high school? Lacrosse was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's growing incredibly on the male side and on the female side. Both my cousins played out in California. Really neat to see it go nationwide. And certainly it will be professionally with Athletes Unlimited backing it for the next season. Deep corner shot is good from Sheridan Atkinson.
She is on fire right now.
6 kill on 14 swings. Hit 1 ball out of bounds. Nice, efficient performance from the All-American who started her professional career with Galatasaray in Turkey. Tanya underneath it. How about a full run for Shayla? She chips it out of bounds. I've seen Shayla be more physical. I have not seen her be as surgical.
I mean, it's incredible just to watch her play. Everyone should be watching Shayla play the game if you want to learn how to use the block, hit around the block, see the empty spots on the court. I mean, it's a lesson. It's an absolute lesson in volleyball.
Nickel with the dig. Chip shot here. That one looked like it was in the tape. Team Hunter doesn't win this one, we might get a challenge. Shayla inside. That is vintage Shayla Castro. She loves that sharp angle.
It's such a good angle. The right front and right back. I mean, they haven't figured it out yet. Coming in sharp and sharper. You got to stay way inside the block on her.
Everyone likes to talk about the 2 gold medals that Shayla Castro has won at the Olympic Games. That came only after multiple 3-2 defeats at the hands of Russia, including for a world championship. 15-13 in the 5th.
That's crushing.
And she wanted to do it for foul. She felt like the team deserved it, had earned it as Atkinson goes deep corner, but hey, that day, the other team was just a little bit better. Russia was a power on the women's side for so long internationally.
Yeah, they absolutely were. I've been at the hands of Russia in those days, and when Fafau played, and she played in so many Olympics, I was even a part of some of those years of her playing.
Yeah, I think about Slitskaya, Ekaterina Gamova.
Gamova, yep, that's right. Yep.
Evgenia Estes later in life. I'm trying to think of Evgenia's maiden name. The Howling Bear. That's actually his daughter, so I should know that, yeah.
That's right.
And Atkinson here, this is well in.
Not quite sure what they're challenging yet.
All right.
So looking for a net violation.
We're looking for something else at the net, waiting for clear identification from our referees. Sometimes there's some confusion between the players. We saw that earlier with what wanted to be challenged and where. You, the folks at home, are looking at the exact same challenge feed that the referees are when you see it. Edmund off of Shayla. I don't see any contact here.
There's nothing here.
Oh, yeah, maybe. The left side of Edmund's head, but so no change there. Team Hunter will maintain control. Bastianelli to the line. Still no aces for Team Hunter, but they haven't missed. That was an issue yesterday. 1 ace on 7 errors as more miscommunication. That was what Kelly Hunter mentioned.
I tell you, it's those little plays. They're actually doing a nice job touching the ball off the block. And there's a couple of those that have happened where either the blocker is turning to play that, and then the person behind them is unsure. So, yeah, they need to iron those out. And if they do, I mean, they're going to be able to convert on those.
Edmund, big swing. Beautiful move by Sibelden. Going high and a net. A little insurance there for Cass Lickman.
Cassidy Lickman with the kill for Team De La Cruz.
And you watch Cass Lickman. She's not swinging as hard as she can. She sees the block in front of her. She knows what she's doing with this, and she just skips the ball off the top of the block.
I love that Cass Lickman was our second interview of the year. We put out, we're going to interview everybody before we get here. She jumped right on it.
Yeah, she did. That was so fun.
There's Leah Edmund with the blast. Edmund's 3rd kill. Edmund, the kind of hitter you could get a streak 5, 8 in a row.
Absolutely. I mean, she has been so effective this whole entire league. You know, last night was probably the first night we didn't see her playing at the level that she had been over the course of the last few weeks.
Leah was one of a couple players told us she wanted to make sure she didn't go total fangirl when she was here with some of the veteran Olympians, Jordan Larson, Team De La Cruz, etc. Folks that she's seen play the game at such a high level for so long. And the best thing to do is just show up and play it at a high level. That's what Leah Edmond has done.
That's it.
Back to back. Yeah, Leah Edmond, you're going to be looking at a few overseas offers.
Yes.
Following this.
She's going to be just fine. And I tell you, watch her get off the net here, take a big rip, and turn that ball down the line, cross her body.
Why didn't you take her at Penn State? What happened?
Okay, stop. Can we not?
Ace serve there. First of the match. Second for the team overall.
I still say Skinner, like you would say Newman.
Well, she said she really wanted to go. She was obsessed with Penn State and with Texas. She went to Penn State and it was a no-go after that.
You don't even know anything.
That's true, I don't. I'm looking to you for information.
Got a match to focus on.
Oh. Ooh, well, let's see what we can do with that nerve. Right into the campfire, Cass Lickman is showing you how to get kills without needing to heat it up every single time.
Talked about that in the open. She was going to need to have a big match. Of course, the surrounding cast around Team De La Cruz need to really step up here. They did a nice job in that first set.
Edmond high and called in. It was close.
It was close.
And they're looking over to the bench. Aaron Ferris says that was out.
So Trinzi's like, I don't know, shrugs his shoulders.
Yeah, I could look in on the replay. It was close. It was close. Team De La Cruz will let it go. The cage in front.
In front and quick and low and gets on it.
Little punch angle.
That's it. You see this set isn't super high. But she gets her arm going. Turns that hand, cuts it inside the block. Not an easy thing to do when you're jumping really high. Get that, pull the trigger a lot faster than you're expecting that ball to come, especially when it's low.
Well, for the Starlings she was talking to earlier in the week are tuning in right now and seeing that's how you do it. Take that one to your end of the year tournament in June in Southern California.
And then comes through with a block. Let's not forget what a good blocker she is.
UT fans saw a ton of that during her career for Texas.
Yes, they did indeed.
Oh, tough serve. Yeah, that would be a scoop.
Team De La Cruz.
We keep talking about how effective this is. Look how flat it is above the tape and how fast it comes in your lap. Hard to control.
And two contacts there. That one got back into the face of her, then she hit it. Oh, moving that ball around too is Shayla Castro. Tupac, that's the spot from the scouting report. Shayla with the save off Tupac's dig. Atkinson again. One more? Yes. Sure.
Great rally. Team Hunter.
Kristen Tupac, right where she needs to be, hanging out in the middle of the court, reading that angle so well.
Amanda Peterson.
Amanda Peterson checks in for Team Hunter. Looking at potentially PT school in the fall. Oh, and looking at a dump from Val Nickel. She's 2 for 2.
She's so quick with it. She gets both her hands up. You see both those hands up and ready, and then she just throws it. I mean, Ali Bastianelli is not prepared for that at all.
Corey Crocker. Now serving for Team De La Cruz, Cassidy Lickman.
35-26 overall. De La Cruz leads. Atkinson OT and in. How many OT shots have we seen from Sheridan Atkinson?
Almost all of them.
I would just set her high and tight a lot.
Let her go get it.
Yeah, let 6'5" stretch out and get up over it.
Sheridan Atkinson now serving for Team.
She said, my future is in real estate sales or stocks. Also working on my brand. She's got a lot on her plate.
Yes, she does. She's got a really good serve, too.
The cage taps that one back. Cassidy Lickman. Will it pay? Yes, it does.
Man, what a swing in the deep corner. A beautiful dig by Cass Lickman to keep this ball alive and under control.
Ball in the cage, now serving for Team De La Cruz.
And that ball's rattling through the block. She's able to maintain her composure and her platform. Tanya De La Cruz hitting that deep corner.
Team De La Cruz hit some lasers from the service line. And continue to frustrate hitters at the net. That one between two defenders. Team Hunter remains in touch here in the second set.
Lindsay Stalzer getting a nice swing on that ball, rattling it through the block with that fast arm of hers.
Tupac, perfect pass. Atkinson once again.
I tell you what, they need a kill, they need a swing. They're going to go to Sheridan Atkinson. They need to end this rally right now. She is streaking and she is hot.
9 kills, French fries on the board here in the second set. 36-29 overall. Hunter trails by 7. Overpass. In the middle, Sebelden. No, Hunter underneath. Over.
Yeah.
The left toes of Sheridan Atkinson. Another hard-fought point here in our second match of a Sunday night.
Both teams going so hard here, and Atkinson just catches her toe on that line.
Entering the match.
Substitution, in comes Odina Alieva. When she's come in, teams have served her, so they stay on Edmond. Beautiful block move. Wow, that's how you push it.
That's it. She just pushes it back into the court. You see her hands line up, and she is not going to get tooled. This ball is going back to the middle of the court. Nice finish.
Bastianelli stepped on Atkinson. The ball is blocked. Oh, that could be a very dangerous situation.
Yep, she's trying to help her out. Heard her calling for it. They both were going hard after the ball, I think.
And Sheridan was trying to back up then get into an attack pattern and had the front of her shoe stepped on by Bastianelli.
Working that left ankle a little bit, but I have a feeling she'll be all right. Play through some of that. The adrenaline will keep you going.
Edmond blocked, covers herself. Cassie Lickman is perfect in the middle back. Look at Odina.
Love that read.
That is from Odina Alieva's defense.
Tell you, that's a nice read off of Betty De La Cruz. You see her move to the right side of the court, shade there, knowing where she's going to hit the ball. Perfect dig.
She's played her professional ball in Turkey, Italy, and Azerbaijan as the Uzbekistan native. We'll see if she stays in or if she's just a back row sub for Stalzer. Pulls for the ball and puts it away, number 90.
Come on.
That's a bid to remain.
That's right. I'm staying. Set me out of the back row. I can make some things happen for this team. Full approach. Getting on it fast through the block.
Tupac, perfect pass. I'm impressed with the defense of Atkinson.
Absolutely. I was going to say the same thing.
Betty cannot find the floor. How about this time? It is hard to get a kill inside the Coliseum. Shayla, a little bit under, but it didn't matter.
Shayla Castro with the kill.
I swear it's the best part of this league is the defense, the level of defense. I mean, because you know they can hit harder, they're stronger, they're faster, and they are crushing balls, but the defense is just unbelievable.
The tracking done by Cass Lickman, that one that ricocheted through the block at full speed. That touch off the back is good, as long as it's a bounce. Kill by Crocker. Any part of your body is good, as long as it is a rebound contact.
And the setter's just winning all those jousts at the net, just strong at the net. But a nice job in transition by Corey Crocker.
Kelly Hunter in particular excels at jousts.
So good.
Not quite.
She almost cut that angle.
I had to wait. I thought it was for sure. I thought for sure there was no chance on the third contact. Cassie Lickman nearly made something of it.
Kelly Hunter with this tough serve. She drives this ball deep, catches everybody high. Last time in the seam, catching Tupac high.
They're tied here in set 2. Noma, nice read to the corner. Crocker off the block and out.
Point, Team Hunter.
16-15 technical timeout. Let's check in with the future Starlings.
These kids are actually pretty good. We might have some future AU players here. Saying.
Hope to see some of those kids trying to climb this leaderboard come soon. Look at our Geico leaderboard. Jordan Larson on the strength of a second straight win sits top with 3,000 plus points. Bethany De La Cruz trying to chase right now. These team points are going to matter.
They are going to matter. Looking for 180 team points, which will move her up in even closer, but Carcelo not far behind. So it's going to be a tight race as we go through the end of this weekend.
And I want to learn something about setting. I know where to go. I need to go to Salima Rockwell.
So the setter is like the quarterback of the team. They run your offense and they tell all the hitters where to go and what's going to happen offensively. Sometimes it depends on what's going on the other side of the net. It might depend on the blockers, the size of the blockers, or their starting position. Sometimes it depends on what's going on your side of the net. Who do you have in a certain rotation? Who do you want to set to get that big kill? Most of the time, it's a combination of the two. It's the setter's responsibility to tell each hitter what they're going to hit. When I am back row as a setter, I have 3 hitters in the front row. I'm going to signal to each hitter, this is your call, this is your call, and this is your call. They all know what they're going to hit, but no one knows who's getting the ball except me. When I'm front row, I do the same thing. As a setter, you now have 2 hitters with you. I tell the outside what she's going to hit, run the play with the middle, and here comes the back row attacker filling in those gaps. So it's the setter's responsibility to know the offense, know the opponent, know the defense, and understand what the best offensive options are.
All right, Salima, what am I hitting? What am I hitting? Show me, don't show them.
You're going to hit this.
What is that?
I don't know. That's D. You're over there, wherever you are. Over there.
I like the right back. I like playing opposite.
Hit that ball.
How has the setting position changed?
Well, it's interesting. You know, it's really evolved with the back row attack. I think that's probably the biggest thing. There's a lot more involved in the offense. When I played, it was pretty straightforward. 1 or 2 hitters, 2 or 3 hitters, depending on where you were. But now you have hitters coming out of the back row, and it creates just more gaps and seams in the block. And I don't know, it's kind of that's my canvas. I think it's like a work of art. You're creating art. When you're creating this offense, you have someone coming here and coming there and filling lanes.
What was your best ever painting? What match?
Oh, man. My best ever painting, geez.
Does one jump to mind?
Maybe when we won the Big Ten, beating Illinois at home in 5 sets, that was probably the best one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the definition of a set. Did you write this? The second contact after a pass or dig, usually made with 2 hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's accurate.
That's about right. Could be done with 1 hand by the setter.
Yes. But
a scramble play to the quick. Or perhaps a throw to the outside. Mike Christensen on the USA men's national team will throw it to the outside frequently with 1 hand.
Yes. I mean, it's a tough job, and you have a lot of responsibility running the offense. And, you know, these setters, watching these setters here, just run such complex offenses, leading their team. It's been super impressive.
That one is good. Barbara on Twitter, thanks for reaching out, says she coached her 14U team all day and is now home watching more volleyball online. Hope you're awake still, Barbara. Those could be long days.
That's a lot of volleyball, but we like it. We love that you tuned in, and so many coaches have been watching and loving this league and encouraging their teams to watch as well, and that's been fun to hear. You know, watch parties or letting their teams know, hey, get online. You have an opportunity to watch professional volleyball in the United States.
Yeah, you better stay awake. It's in the same time zone. It's 17-17 in the second set. We still have 140 team points to award. Our overall is under 10. And now cut to 6. 36-42. Team Hunter is trailing. They lead by 1 here in the set. They lost the first one 25-18.
And serving, Amanda Peterson.
Thank you to our presenting court partner Geico for their support of Athletes Unlimited. As Amanda Peterson checks back in. Comes from a travel agent mom and an electrical engineer father. And they go all over the planet. That one banged through the block again by Lichtman.
Cassidy Lichtman with the kill point, Team De La Cruz.
We talked about supporting Cass. Cassidy Lichtman has 9 kills on 16. Has not hit a ball out of bounds. Has not been blocked.
You see that finish. She hits the ball. She finishes late, reading the block, knowing she wants to tool off that inside hand of Ali Bastianelli.
Dean Ava remains. That is a bad pass from Leah Edmond.
This is critical. These last points of this set. I mean, it's a tight set. Of course, they're looking for the overall, but a big amount of points. 40 points here on the board for the set, and of course the overall win.
Yeah, an 8-point lead currently for Team De La Cruz. That is purposely done. Two very deliberate swings from Betty. Both liberos paying dividends. Noma with a cover. Huge block by Atkinson.
So you got to give Namaris credit, getting in there, covering, making plays. De La Cruz goes big here, and Sheridan Atkinson knows exactly where she wants to be on that play.
Sheridan Atkinson now serving for Team Hunter.
Coming off that stuff, Atkinson will serve. Tied here in the second. I'm Kevin Barnett, next to Salima Rockwell. Thanks for joining us here in our worldwide broadcast of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. Castro out of the back row, and
Shayla Castro with the kill. Boy, Team De La Cruz.
It just comes off her hand so fast. She gets on it quick, and it comes on it quick, and it catches you. It catches you really, really fast. A nice run by Val Nickel, giving her hitters one-on-one opportunities.
Service error. Point, Team Hunter.
We talked a lot about Shayla Castro and kind of her craft of the game. You know, she was fortunate enough to have Fafau as an example, one of the all-time greats, a 5-time Olympian for the country of Brazil. They played together. They were Olympic champions together. But this is kind of that legacy now for Athletes Unlimited, to give athletes that same view and maybe someday the same touch with players of Shayla Castro's level.
Well, it's so important to have the younger players know the players that came before them. I mean, it really enhances everything. It changes everything.
Jordan Larson has talked about Logan Tom being a model when she first joined the national team in terms of the overall skills and how to play. They're quite similar.
They are very similar in their overall game, do every skill really well.
Different demeanors, same skill set. Boy, what a pass by Tupac. Kristen Tupac switching teams this week. Played the last two with Jordan Larson, now with Betania.
Holding it down, getting her feet there, and then just kind of twirls around it. Figures out how to get it to target.
Not sure if it was a bull that was charging her or a serve. Atkinson with her own cover. Sebelden wins another one up on top of the net. Denny McCarty indicates that ball was on top of the tape. Either player could have had it.
Yeah, that was a close call, and sometimes you see the middle really get aggressive up there and reach over. Liana Sebelden did a nice job keeping the ball, keeping her hand on her side.
Let's see what it's like to be on court with Liana Sebelden.
Okay, they got a few scrappy plays, but we got to make our own. Some of that high line stuff is working from the outside. Sheridan was pushing up.
Yes! Nice job! Good call, Joe.
Excellent job by Liana Sebelden and her team, who lead right now. Every player who came here to Dallas was asked to talk about self-belief, a time of reflection, and how that affected their career. Let's catch up with Sheridan Atkinson.
When I got injured at Long Beach State and I dislocated my ankle, and I was pretty much over volleyball, really. I was just like, well, it is what it is, you know. I didn't really have the confidence or the faith to like get back to where I was, but thankfully, like Dave, my head coach, pulled me out of that little slumber, and I was able to do that and so much more. So I was definitely like a pull within moment, you know, just go for it and see what happens.
Believe You Will, sponsored by Guaranteed Rate, transferred from Long Beach State, where she started, over to Purdue.
Well, she had such a wonderful career at Purdue, and it's nice to hear her relationship with Dave Shundell and how he really got her going again and instilled that love back for volleyball for her. And she proved it on the court. She was such a tough player to coach against and to see on the other side of the net.
Yeah, and I hope they bought her a coat because she needed one when she got there to Purdue. Tonight, she's been doing what we saw with Kelly Hunter last night, hitting over the block.
Well, I tell you, I mean, she gets up and she sees the block well too, and she sees the defense well. She knows what she's doing and where she's actually going after the swings.
Yeah, third in the Big Ten hitting percentage in 2018, and unanimous all Big Ten. Will go on to begin her professional career overseas, which she wishes to continue after her professional career here in the United States with Athletes Unlimited. She's sporting 11 kills on 27 attempts tonight. 1 block. Bunch of tough serves, but she is definitely effective at the net. We've seen several players try and tip on her. That's a no-go zone. That's a X.
It is. I mean, and she's long. She could reach, make plays. But she sees the game well too. And we said this in the beginning of the league. That was the one thing that stood out to me, just watching her play defense. All the opposites really, but Sheridan Atkinson really has upped her defensive game as well.
I think that's one of the things you'll notice. You come from watching the college game a bunch. The level of defense from every position is far higher. The opposite position stands out, to your point, because so many opposites in college are sort of a black hole.
They are, or they come out of the game because there's so many subs.
Right.
So they just don't even have the experience doing it. And then internationally, they have to stay, and then they get really good really fast.
You have to at least respond to that shot going down a bunch of times, don't you? Whose ball is that?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you either change what you're doing defensively, move Kelly Hunter, because she's way underneath, and then Sheridan Atkinson's a little bit deeper. You can pull her back, Kelly Hunter back, and take that angle, or just get out of the way and have Sheridan go sharper.
Kelly Hunter's going underneath for tip coverage
underneath
right now.
for tip coverage. The problem is Shelly's going to see that and then just hit it a little deeper.
Maybe make a late switch. Second set is history on the strength of that overpass there, 25-21. So they've extended their lead, have Team De La Cruz. Let's check in with the Starlings organization once again, shall we? Tonight's match is brought to you by Geico. Let's check in with Saria Freeman about her interaction with Starlings.
We are partnering with Starlings Volleyball Academy, and I kind of like, oh, we're gonna do a clinic. And I just like didn't know if the girls were gonna do it or not, but I just like set everything up with the director of Starlings and then the director here in Dallas for us to do this clinic. And I was like, hey girls, like we're doing a clinic for, you know, underprivileged kids. If you want to come, you want to come. And everybody in the house that was in that training came. And I just remember like that moved me because I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh, there might be like 4 or 5 of us. You know what I'm saying? I may get like 3 volunteers maybe, because like that's 2 hours of their time, you know, that to teach kids volleyball. And they all like loved it. And we had a panel afterwards, and we're engaging with the kids and talking, answering their questions. And I just thought it was just so fulfilling to like be able to put that into motion, because those are moments that I live for, you know, and those are things that I feel like those kids won't forget.
Saria Freeman herself coming from pretty disadvantaged circumstances to find success in the world of volleyball, and Starlings Volleyball USA. You can get them at Starlings VBC. They're watching the theme game tonight, their own game. Good to see him promoting that, along with some good shots of all the fantastic women participating in Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. And another one there with the AU Pro Sports account included. That's Corey Crocker right there, sporting the gear that everybody warmed up in support of the Starlings organization. Really, go and find out more about it at Starlings Volleyball USA on Instagram. Check it out. They're doing terrific work. 90% of Starlings players graduate from high school. It's far above the regular average.
Well, and it just speaks volumes to how important sport is in young athletes' lives, and how it just helps with balance, helps with time management, and really encouraging people that they can succeed and be something.
Yeah, it's not just about volleyball. The Starlings players are invited to submit artistic and literary works and essays, paintings, drawing, sculpture, photography. It's about a holistic approach to life, not just sport. But sport is a terrific vehicle for so many things in life, and we appreciate your support of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. You're tuning in now. You should go over to AUProsports.com and collect your Athletes Unlimited gear. Don't forget to follow us at AU Pro Sports for exclusive insider content. So many ways for you to participate, and our social crew is doing an outstanding job putting out clips after matches, match summaries, graphics for the upcoming matches. I mean, it's really a holistic experience too. Here, if you can immerse yourself in Athletes Unlimited Volleyball.
Yeah, it's been so much fun. Like you said, the social team, I'm taking some of their stuff and retweeting it or sharing it on Instagram. So much fun content, a lot of good stuff here, right here in Fair Park.
After you go to AUProsports.com, you want to get over to Topps.com. Do it by April 2nd. Get yourself the first ever Topps trading card set for professional volleyball. There's Sheila Castro. This is your only opportunity to own this unique, one-of-a-kind collectible set. Get yours today. We've heard from several of our fans. They are ordering up. In the future, hopefully you can come to an event in a normal year and get an opportunity to get those cards signed by some of the players who will undoubtedly be back for year 2 of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. After we are done here next week, we award the championship to one individual player inside of this team concept. That's why it is the first ever individual volleyball title. Even on the beach, play with twos.
Right. Now it's pretty cool. I mean, you have to win. We talk about this all the time. You have to win as a team. That's how you climb up the leaderboard. So that team concept is still there, but there's going to be one champion at the end inscribed in that Book of Unlimited.
Well, we've seen it. We saw Bethania De La Cruz, perfect record last week. Multiple sweeps, right? 2 of 3. Climb right to the top. That's why they are wearing gold this week. That is the #1 seed, Bethania De La Cruz, points leader coming in. Now Jordan Larson is the one doing the winning. Bethania De La Cruz's crew lost last night, and she is back behind Jordan. Somebody's into the antenna, and this left hand of Bethania. She gives a knowing glance.
I love that look. She's got that look in her face. Yep. Takes a nice deep breath.
All right, Aunt Brenda is definitely cheering here in this set for her niece to get some points, get a set victory, and maybe the overall. They trail by just 10 right now. That one is long. She's all over it on Facebook right now.
Is she?
Aunt Brenda, she may not be able to go to sleep.
Is that Allie?
She's wired.
Is that Allie's aunt?
No, this is actually Leah's aunt.
Oh.
Yeah, Leah Edmonds' aunt. Yeah, there's a good pass, Brenda. I like the way Cass Lickman generates forward momentum when the ball's on top of her.
That's a good point.
Backward momentum. Hunter, you saw that defensive change right there. You were talking about that. Do you go to Atkinson? No. Crocker. That dump is blocked. Went to the well one too many times, and now it is dry.
Corey Crocker saw it one time before, but she was on it in the right spot. You got to get into that angle of that left hand when she goes up with her left hand. Looks like Val Nickel might have a little cut, or
yeah, maybe a nail issue. That first one they rejected, she looked down at her hand. Yeah, they're going to have to go Band-Aid and probably tape on top of that. That's a tough one for a setter.
Well, and if it went back, oh, that's painful. I think she's fine, but
yeah, that came right off.
Yeah, forget it.
That was a bad plan.
Never mind.
Yeah, I've been there. You're going to have to tape that thing. It's going to take a bit. Yeah, that one hurts. Worst thing I've seen blocking, I saw a couple times somebody got their webbing between their fingers torn from a ball. A serve in the corner.
I'll tell you, that is an unbelievable serve right there. Kelly Hunter is a tough server. She has the ability to drive the ball short and deep, but painting that line.
Corner to corner and a 3-1 open. Castro, high fingertips.
Shayla Castro with the kill point, Team De La Cruz. Valerie Nichols now serving for Team De La Cruz.
Nice swing by Shayla off the top of the block here. Ciodina didn't see the touch. She's calling it out.
Like a freight train on the right.
It's coming in hot. I mean, she needs to do it. You know, they need more, really, than Sheridan Atkinson. It's been the Atkinson story. Scoring. Edmond, they need that arm of Leah Edmond to help them win this set.
7th kill, but on 31 swings, Atkinson is 11 for 29. We'd like a few more as Hunter runs under it. Noma to Atkinson, who is blocked deep. That one goes down almost every time.
Tell you what a nice position by Shayla, nice read. And I like that. Look at this move here. Nice swing block, sees it down the line, presses into the court. High and deep, can't cover that ball. Ooh.
Nice pass by Edmond. Pays off for Crocker.
I tell you, that was a tough serve. That had a lot of pace on it. Edmond handled it well. Nice job absorbing that ball. Little give in her platform. Good run to Corey Crocker there in the middle.
If you're able to set the ball high enough for Corey Crocker, get a nice connection, she is way up in the stratosphere.
Point, Team De La Cruz.
Do you want to throw a paper airplane with some instructions on it or something down to Jamie Morrison there? Or maybe a passenger pigeon? An owl? A howler. Send him a howler. Do that. We might be able to hear it. Atkinson. Doug. Shayla tight. How many Cassie Lickmans are there out there?
Seems like there's several. Yes.
Long from Leah.
Big swing, but it was just long. I tell you, I like it. I like her energy. I like her body language. She's coming in hot.
Yeah, keep swinging. 5-5, set 3. Team De La Cruz has already taken 80 set team points. 40 for winning the first, 40 for winning the second. They have an 11-point lead right now in the overall. Oh, confusion on who was going to take that first contact. Bastianelli through the block and down.
Kill by Ali Bastianelli. Point, Team Hunter.
Well, and that's a tough part about playing with new teams, and you're still figuring out whose responsibility. Nice job by Ali Bastianelli there at the net. But a little confusion on the De La Cruz side as well.
Been part of the equation here, switching teams every Tuesday. A draft on Tuesday night, 5 p.m. Central. New teams crafted. There are just 2 players joining Bethany De La Cruz from the previous week. Jordan Larson has a brand new group entirely from the week before.
Yes, she does. It's been working well for her. You know, she's been a captain several times now, and finding that formula. She's every week has a different idea and has better evaluation on all the players.
What's the best draft position?
Oh, well, not being the number one on the leaderboard, right? Because you're fourth. You got some time till something gets to you, and that's tough, and then a long time till it snakes back around. So, best position might be 2 or 3.
Yeah. Lichtman again gets a kill in different fashion. And folks are interacting with us. We really appreciate you doing so on social. Kenton Breed says, that explanation about the setter position was great. More of that kind of thing, please. Hoping for a Team Hunter comeback in the third. I think his MVP vote will be for Salima Rockwell.
Yay, you liked it. Thank you.
You made her night, Kenton. Well done. Leah Edmond would be looking for a streak from her, and it wouldn't help to have Sheridan Atkinson go on a hot run too. Take this third set. Still trailing by 10. Plenty of time here for the overall. 100 points still available for the teams. Val Nickel quite offensive. That ball even a little too high for Team De La Cruz, I think. And even in warm-ups, there's a notable difference between her ball and everyone else's.
Right. It's different. I mean, she likes it to hang. She likes it tight, but there's still a rhythm to it. It's not just this moon ball, right? She's got a pace to it, and she hasn't really worked a lot with Val Nickel. She's been out, so we'll see if they can find that.
If you were just intimidated in your living room, I understand why. The eyes of Betty.
Oh.
Yeah, she was not happy with herself after that last swing. Well, on to the next play here. Trail by 1 here in the third. Still leading by 10 for the overall. Trying to keep pace with Team Larson. Set up another terrific duel tomorrow night. Team De La Cruz has bested Team Larson in each of the last 2 Monday night meetings. We'll have a Fox Sports 2 match tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Eastern, followed by CBS Sports Network. That will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. And that will be the conclusion of week 4. We will redraft on Tuesday for championship weekend. Betty cannot tip over there with Crocker and Atkinson. OT, Sheridan once again. 11-8.
Team Hunter.
Tell you, Corey Crocker and Sharon Atkinson doing a nice job neutralizing Betty De La Cruz right now. And when they can come back and transition with Atkinson over the top, it's trouble. Behind the tough serve of Kelly Hunter.
Service error, point, Team De La Cruz. Valerie Nickel now serving for Team De La Cruz.
Eva fights it off. Was there a touch? No.
Point, Team De La Cruz.
No, that was a good set. She looks like she got kind of the side of the ball, trying to hit that ball cross court, not quite on top of it.
Do you go to Atkinson on the left? She has 13 kills already.
You might do that.
Yes, you do. Make it 14.
Sheridan Atkinson with the kill point.
Absolutely in the zone right now.
Leah Edmond now serving for Team Hunter.
Edmond with the dig. Not quite for Cassie Lichtman on the second touch. defensive position pays off Odina Alieva.
Really nice dig by Odina Alieva in the cross court. It's a big play for them. And Edmond just an easy roll shot over the top.
Wow. Love the trajectory of that ball.
Yeah. Nice speed out to the pin, and that just kind of sits in the air and falls in that deep corner.
De La Cruz from the service line. Long, about 6 inches.
That's gonna happen. She is human, so down to earth a little bit.
Just a touch for Sheridan Atkinson.
Just a touch.
Not much. 62-52. Slacked up left-handed. Perfect dig. Overpass. Sebelden.
Wow, great touch by Crocker flying in there.
Sebelden rebounds. Gets the block the other way. +12.
Like her sticking in there. Liana Sebelden staying tight. Hanging out around the net. Reading the play. Doesn't give up on it for sure. Nice move on Atkinson at a crucial time in the game.
That move from Corey Crocker will not show up in the stats. That was, as you mentioned, terrific. Woo! That one will show up in the stats. So you have 11 possible points left for Team Hunter. Right now they trail by 10.
What a connection with Kelly Hunter, Corey Crocker. Yeah, so this is a
critical moment. You're going to have to basically hold Team De La Cruz scoreless from this point forward. Peterson. Tough serve. Nice defense. I think you might want to bring donuts tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's a tough play. Nice up by Amanda Peterson, who I'll remind everyone is a setter and generally doesn't play in the left back, but she comes in as a spot server. Has to get in that left back position. Did a nice job making a play.
11 potential points left for Hunter. They trail by 11. They can't give up another point here. Odie hits it wide. And that will do it. Oh no, that will not. A net violation.
Shayla raised her hand and said, yep, that was me.
Smart move there to tell your team that, yes, I did touch the net. Do not burn a challenge.
Yes.
Sheridan Atkinson now serving.
This will have to be an incredible serving run from Atkinson. Of course, those 40 points for the set still very much to be decided. 1 point lead for Hunter. Same as we saw in our last match. Could have a third set reversal. McCage wide.
That's a rare error by McCage. It wasn't a good set. I mean, it was a nice try to fire it in there. It was behind her. But normally she's able to chop those balls in play.
16-14. Timeout called by De La Cruz. Let's go to practice with the Starlings. Everyone showing their support for the Starlings organization. Corey Crocker, chief among them. And let's check in with Corey Crocker about practicing with a purpose.
Every single day that we came into Michigan, we had to give each other a PFP, a purpose for practice. And the goal is to be intent with a specific skill or a mentality, something that you can focus on, and at the end of the day, check yourself and evaluate yourself to make sure that you're being productive and focused the entire practice. So it always helped me make sure that every single time I was coming in the gym, I was getting something done. And I was reevaluating myself at the end, not based on anybody else's rules, but within myself, making sure that I was doing everything I could to get better as an athlete. So I always try to make sure I have a purpose for practice every time.
Coaches love that.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Playing with a purpose and coming in with intention to practice and not being distracted or thinking about something else is huge. That's how the great players remain great.
How about our Geico defensive play of the game? I think we know where this is going.
I mean, it needs to. Cass Lickman laying out for that ball. She's done so much tonight for Team De La Cruz, just keeping it together, but it's been her defensive game that has really stepped up and kept them in system and kept them in this match.
Yeah, Cassie Lickman has been nothing short of stupendous in the back row, especially when it's rattling through the block. She's picked up a number of them. We pointed out before, she promptly made 2 more.
That's so hard. I don't think people understand how difficult that is. It's coming so fast, first of all, and then it's bouncing back and forth like a ping, you know, whatever, what is that? Pinball machine. And it's coming through the arms, and to track it and to control it, extremely difficult to do.
That's a great point. Not only track it, but she's been controlling those plays, right? They've generated really quality opportunities for Team De La Cruz, who leads by 9. The next point they score will secure them 60 team points for the overall victory. Shayla off the hands into the antenna and plus 60. So now they'll look for the sweep. Will Team De La Cruz.
Well, and Betania knows how important those points are. She wants those extra 40 points, needs them to kind of stay in that race with Jordan Larson at the top of the leaderboard.
Olieva inside, Tupac with the dig. Still good. Not anymore.
Fantastic defense on the side of De La Cruz. Kristen Tupac keeping the ball alive. Val Nickel involved. And a really nice play on that side of the net. And of course, Shayla coming through with a free ball on the other side of the net.
Keeps her at the line. Hunter stuffs it.
Little dunkaroonie.
Looks like a basketball player starting volleyball right there.
Sure did. Went up with one hand, turned around, threw it down.
Misconnection to McCage. Tupac runs out of real estate. If she wants to purchase more, she might want to talk to Sheridan Atkinson.
She want to. Little miss hit, nice up by Namaros Velez Augusto. And here's caught Betty De La Cruz just a little bit high.
Inside shot is no good. Here comes Team Hunter for those 40 points.
Cass Lickman had it. She saw it. You could see it from this angle, what she was looking at. Wanted to drop that thumb and just didn't hit it over the net.
19-16 timeout once again called. Let's take a look at our Geico leaderboard as it stands. Yeah, Betania De La Cruz has eclipsed that mark of 3,000 points. Carstelot still a fair distance behind, but then the race has tended to be a lot tighter at the end of weekends, from 3 to about 6.
It's so tight. And you look at who we have on the court right now. Kelly Hunter, you've got Leah Edmond, still important to get these extra 40 points. That's going to be a big deal for anyone right now.
We mentioned the Starlings organization encouraging other things. SA talent, art talent, what you might have. Some of our athletes here have other talents. Kristen Tupac as a musician.
If I could hold one world record, it would be the number of huskies that I have in my life. I dream about having a giant ranch with like my entire, like 7 sled teams of huskies. So yeah, I have so much love for dogs. So it doesn't have to be a husky specifically. It could just be all dogs. So.
All right, we have the music one on hold, but yes, she does love huskies too. The other part of Kristen Tupac. No word on whether they're musical huskies.
They're so cute. I love that they're here.
If you played musical huskies, it might get a little dangerous. Because first of all, you shouldn't sit on them. If you encounter a husky that's big enough to sit on, you have found a dire wolf. You are in trouble. Run.
Oh, you are killing me right now.
Team Hunter has been killing it lately. They are up 3 over Team De La Cruz. What does Team De La Cruz have to change here if they're going to get the perfect sweep? They're going to come back, crush that 3-point deficit, and go for all 3 sets.
Well, I tell you, Team Hunter has been putting some pressure from the service line, pulling them off the net a good bit. So they need someone that can score out of system. That's been Shayla, and it's been Cass Lichtman, and they need them to step up, but really just handle the ball a little bit better. Connection with McCage, maybe they can find that right now, see if we can get some offense going from the middle. But really, it's neutralizing that tough serve of Team Hunter right now.
Second tough night for Bethania De La Cruz. She's got 5 kills, been blocked once, hit 2 balls out of bounds on 26. So we're talking a sub 100 efficiency. Will she come alive at the end of this 3rd set? Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell. Molly McCage. Well, can you get the ball to McCage off the passing you talked about? She's also well off of her normal production, 2 for 12 in efficiency.
Well, and we're seeing a lot of that as a connection with Val Nickel. I mean, it's no fault of anyone's. You know, they're just working on it. First match back. So see if they can find that rhythm and get something going.
Good touch. Opportunity closes to 1. Odina, perfect spot. Again. 2 opportunities missed. Here's the 3rd. Double contact. That's fortunate for Team De La Cruz.
It really is. It really is. I mean, it's the right call. That's a tough play at the end there. You see Betty De La Cruz talking to her team, looking at Val Nickel. Look at that. I mean, that's the focus. All of them locked in, locked eyes.
And Tupac checking in, so she knows where to go. Second contact was there, but it's not high enough.
Nice run by Ali Bastianelli. On the slide, that's what she's so effective, so good at just blasting through the block. Look at that set by Hunter, way off the net. Love the connection between the 2 of them.
Shayla out of the pipe. The direction of the ball. I wonder with Bethania De La Cruz's struggles here, she's played with 3 different setters in 3 different matches now.
It's a challenge. That's a big challenge. And I tell you, you look at this. Val and Shayla have a really good connection. Like, it's there. You see it with every single swing. It's in rhythm. It hasn't quite been there with Betty De La Cruz tonight.
Well, she lost her setter to the other side as a captain. Such success last week, Kelly Hunter became captain, and then she played with Samantha Silliger-Swenson last match before then going to Val Nickel, who was healthy enough to go after her injury in week 1. Look at number 2.
Well,
would like to coach in college sometime?
Yes, she'd be a great coach.
Would any setter be a great coach or just?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All.
Yes, fine. Betty,
that was the ball.
There's the one, and it's into the upper deck and gone.
We could see that from here.
Tell Sherry to throw that one down.
She up there hiding.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, that one is out of the stadium. Good idea. Some of the heat.
There it is. That's behind. Look at that. We got everybody getting shagging that ball.
That's Nate back there.
It is. It's Nate. I thought that was Caitlin.
Into the antenna. So, Team Hunter, 3 away from 40 points would be huge for them. Remember, every individual is in a chase, not just for the championship. The payouts differ for every position. If you're in the top 4, you're going to end up with a medal. Shayla, big double arm lift, covered. Oh, that ball is going to be tough. Isabel, and that ball was too low, picked up. Both sides scramble defense. Have to convert these kind of opportunities. No. Can't believe it's still alive. Finally won. Test of cardiovascular fitness goes to De La Cruz.
Look at the cover by Namaris Velez-Augusto, and Odina staying on the ground makes the play. But I tell you, this whole thing, I think, was the touch off the block by Shayla Castro when Sharon Axon had a chance to score. Huge touch to slow her down.
Betty again into the crowd. 22 apiece. Deuces wild in the third. And worse yet for the other team, she's still at the line.
So much movement on that serve. That is so difficult to track. Right in the seam between the two passers.
It's always fun to win. It's more fun to beat your friends. That's former libero and Betty's friend over there, Damaris Velez-Augusto. All right, let's check in again and see if we end up with musical dogs or music from Kristen Tupac.
Something fun or interesting about me that you may not know is that I'm very musical. I played the violin since I was in 6th grade. I played all throughout college or high school. I was in orchestra. Just music has played such a big role in my life. My mom played the clarinet. My dad played the banjo. My brother grew up doing piano lessons, and he played the guitar, and I love to sing. I was also in show choir. I guess that's another little. I was in show choir. I was in orchestra. I did dance team. Like, I've done it all. So yeah, I still try to mess around with the violin every once in a while, but it doesn't sound quite as good.
Wonder how her jazz hands are. Good jazz hands?
I'm sure she's got great jazz hands.
How do you think, does music translate, a skill in music or the attention needed, does that translate to volleyball?
I would think so. I mean, you have that side of the brain where you're really processing and analyzing the notes and how they go together and how that is in your head. And I think as a libero, you're watching the development of the offense, the flight of the ball, really focused in, laser focuses in on your attackers coming at you. So I would say there's some correlation there, and there's some connection between being a good libero and having some musical talent.
Kristen Tupac makes her way back onto the floor. We are tied at 22 in the third set. The overall is gone. A little too far a distance to make up for Team Hunter. The Team Hunter is looking for a set victory.
Got a tight one here. I love this match. Has been so good. The end of this set.
It would be their first set victory as a group. Got swept by Larson yesterday. Best chance not to have that happen here. Tupac with the dig. De La Cruz, all kinds of heat. And we're gonna have a challenge. Yeah.
Definitely have a challenge.
Now Betty complaining she even had to use the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, that's frustrating.
Right.
When it feels obvious and you feel like everyone can see it, that's tough when you feel like you have to use it. So we shall see here.
Michelle Prater will check it out. You at home can make the call. We will ask Selena Rockwell her opinion. You will then have a serving of waffles.
I have been good. I've been really good lately. I
Nina's
saw
left
it.
hand.
These touches, why are they so easy to see now? His fingers are moving. Yep, it's there. Go ahead, go back out there.
That was definitive.
That's it.
All right. Yeah, that's the only look you need. See why Betania is upset.
And I tell you, she came in like a freight train on this ball. And she, full steam ahead. She wanted it. She was like, set me.
You don't want to get in the way.
No.
But Maris Felizagosa knows this.
Yeah,
She got run down last week. Right over here in the corner. It was a battle of islands. Dominican Republic victorious over Puerto Rico in that particular collision.
Big swing off the hands.
Several fans want to see Jerry. big fans of Jerry with the orange
I
mitten.
think this is a good time. I mean, we see the touch here.
Yeah, we're clear, but we can't show Michelle Jerry. That won't do anything.
No, that's
and
not good.
if you were with us yesterday, we were talking about the history of what's called the red hat, which is what Jerry is. He's responsible for letting the referees know that TV is back and play can continue. Thank you to Jamie Davis, USAV CEO, for checking in. Longtime Fox executive who said, there's our red hat Jerry, who's actually the orange mitten.
Orange mitten Jerry.
But still the red hat. He said the red hat was a guy on the sidelines who would wear a red hat, so it was easy to see by the refs. When he took the hat off, we were at commercial. When he put it back on, they were good to start play.
Looky there.
Thank you, Jamie Davis. Now USA Volleyball behind and supporting this league and getting it started. Atkinson, roll shot. De La Cruz dig. Shayla. Another dig. Not this time. Atkinson over the top.
Tell you, Noma flying into that deep part of the court, making a big save for Team Hunter. Unbelievable reach there and range to make that play. And it's Atkinson closing it out.
23 apiece. A sweep would be huge for De La Cruz. The 40 points would be an emotional boost for Hunter. Tight. Nope. Set point, De La Cruz. Shayla Castro is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Serving set point, Leanna Sabelden.
Shayla Castro is hitting in the mid 300s, upper 300s now. 16 kills on 40. For the set, Leanna Sabelden.
Switch block here. Put Shayla Castro on. Atkinson.
Doesn't matter, it's in the net and the set is over. The sweep is complete. 25-23, and the women in gold are climbing the leaderboard. 75-62 ends up your final in the aggregate.
Team De La Cruz wins the third set, 25-20.
See that block switch, and you got Shayla Castro over here because they knew they wanted that matchup, and Atkinson just couldn't get that ball over the net.
The final score of the match.
Shayla Castro will finish with 16 kills to lead her team to victory. 11 for Cass Lickman, who ends up hitting just a touch under 500. Ridiculous number. Bethany De La Cruz has an off night, but it doesn't matter. Her team comes out victorious, 18, 21, and 23. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. Downtown Dallas on a Sunday night. We still have a Monday of volleyball yet to come. Team De La Cruz is going to look forward to facing Team Larson once again. That will be our final match coming up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. local. We'll be in action at 4 o'clock, and that will be on FS2. We'll be on CBS Sports Network to finish the night, so set your DVRs accordingly. All right, I mentioned Cass Lickman, who showed you a little bit of, actually a lot of, how to get kills in different ways.
I mean, how to get kills in different ways, how to dig balls when you're not, no matter where you are on the court, just hustling after everything, reading the game. I mean, and it was the type of match that Team De La Cruz needed from her in order to get that win.
We are now joined by the former Stanford star, who is these days playing for Team De La Cruz, Cassidy Lichtman, down on the floor. And Cassidy, how are you able to track those balls that are coming through the block with such a high rate of speed while changing direction?